Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Today is a juicy topic because Vestiaire Collective. Oh boy, if there ever was fashion feces, it's happening right here and right now, you guys. I have a very special guest. Listen, there's so much to talk about today. You guys might know, and if you don't know, you better go and check out Lumi Level Up. That's the YouTube channel, Lumi Level Up. I'm going to post the link to the channel down below. Go send Mary from Lumi Level Up a lot of love and go subscribe to her channel right now. Mary just did, by the way, let me cue her in onto the side so you get to see her. Mary just posted a video to her channel about her personal experience with Vestiaire Collective, and she called it a scam. Now, allegedly everything. Of course, everything I'm about to say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. Now, you know, in the Fashion Bunker, we push boundaries. And guess what boundary we're pushing today? Well, we're going to push you to subscribe, thumb up the video, and push the notification bell to get notified every time a new video is posted. And the boundary being pushed today is that Mary is with us in the Fashion Bunker. Hello, Mary. Can you hear me?
Hi, so happy to be here with you all. Hi to the Fashion Bunker as well.
Thank you so much, Mary, for calling in and deciding to do this video together with me. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta be a little bit closer. Alrighty. There you go. I'm a little bit closer. Okay, let's do a little test with the audio. Speak a little bit. Let me see if my microphone catches you properly.
I'm testing, not sure what I'm saying, and I'm
perfect.
Just talking
okay, it's perfect. So, you guys, this video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. We have our wonderful co-chatters in the sidebar. So I'm sure Mary is going to be reading the chats a little bit as we're talking. But just quickly to give you a sort of a juicy kind of, what you might call it, like in Italian we would say riassunto, to repeat what happened in the past few months actually with Mary. So she was a client, or still is, currently still has a profile on Vestiaire Collective, and was purchasing stuff. And this latest acquisition was the Chanel brooch, the little bird cage brooch with the kind of pending little double C dangling inside the bird cage brooch, sold as good condition, arrived
very
good condition, arrived to her broken. She was clever enough to film the unboxing, so she has proof that it arrived broken, sent it off. I'm just making it really, giving you the gist of this. Of course, if you want all the details, please go watch Mary's video. I will post a link to that particular video as well in the comments, in the description box down below. So, long story short, Vestiaire tells her after they receive the broken brooch, no, the brooch is fine, girl. What's your issue? She's like, nah, I want to appeal. They're like, okay, oh, you want to appeal? Okay, appeal is closed because the brooch is fine. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to put it on your account now, and we're going to sell it through your account, even though you don't want to, at the lowest price possible, which is the price you bought it for. She haggled with the price with the original seller. And so she's like, no, I want my money back. What the heck? There is something wrong with the brooch. It's broken. How can you say it's not broken? And then somebody wanted to buy it off of Mary. And then she was nice enough to tell to that potential buyer, say, please don't buy the brooch. It's broken. I'm having issues with Vestiaire. They're not accepting the fact that it's broken. Then this other lady told her, yeah, I also am having issues with them with a counterfeit bag. And now I give the platform to Mary, add whatever I forgot, and add the new details as well.
Yeah, thanks for summarizing, Dacob. I was already shocked when they listed a broken item on my profile where I had evidence that it was broken. But it got worse when that lady contacted me and she wanted to have some more details on the brooch. And she then told me that she had the same experience, but with a fake bag that got relisted on her profile for sale, even though she obviously wanted to return it because it was fake. So since I had that information, I was in shock because how can they do that? They claim to care about authenticity. They claim to do authentications, and then they just relist items. And things got even worse when I posted my video. And so many people started to share their own experiences and that they discovered similar things and made similar experiences and were forced to sell on items that either had flaws, were faulty, or possibly even inauthentic. And I just don't know how a corporation like Vestiaire can handle it like that and be still around.
And also, by the way, you guys, Mary, you say it. Tell everybody that what you're saying is alleged.
Allegedly, of course.
Okay, just, you know, everything Mary is saying in this video is also her opinion and for entertainment purposes only. Now, can you guys imagine Vestiaire Collective forcing you to sell a broken or a fake item? Because this is what's happening here. Now, Mary explained really briefly, but very concisely in her video that Vestiaire Collective used to have a portion of kind of like of their business where they would be the seller of the item. And then people started thinking, suspecting, oh, the items that Vestiaire is selling themselves, are those the items that people are returning as flawed or potentially counterfeit? So then Vestiaire apparently stopped doing that, and now they're having this new approach of, well, you have an issue with the product you bought, we are going to force you to sell it on your own account for the lowest price you purchased it for. Do you have any right to change the price of that brooch now that it's on, like...
No. Luckily, it's not on my profile anymore because I didn't accept it, and I already talked to a lawyer and got information what I can do now. And when I let Vestiaire Collective know that I'm taking steps, then they accepted to refund my money. But I would not have been able to do anything about the price. They just listed at the lowest price. And you can only go even lower if people send you price suggestions and head you even further down. And I think it's so shocking because when they are doing this and relist the items, you have to consider that every item on Vestiaire Collective could be one that already was returned and just got put on a profile from a person who does not even want to sell it, but they might be scared to speak up because if they tell interested parties that this is a fake item or a faulty item, nobody would buy it, and then they would never get their money back if no one sells it, buys it. Sorry, my English is not perfect.
No, your English is really good. No, don't worry about it. You're doing great, by the way. By the way, you guys, how fabulous does this lady look like? Check this picture out. Hotness!
Thank you.
Oh, yes, you look fabulous.
Thanks a lot.
So... here's the thing, you know, guys, for those of you who follow me since a while now, years ago, I made several videos warning you about Vestiaire Collective. And in a way, it's a little bit like you wanted the bicycle, now pedal. But I understand that people, you know, have to discover certain brands and their practices on their own. You got to get burned a couple of times to realize what's going down. But I did warn people, and I had people calling in. If you remember that video that I made a couple of years ago, there was several people calling in to my video, sharing their experiences, sharing the crazy stuff that was going on. And this was back then. Back then when they didn't...
So right.
Back then...
I saw that video. I watched it myself, and you always feel like, oh, this won't happen to me. But it does. It can happen to all of us, and there's nothing we can do about it. So the best thing is to just stay away from platforms like that if we already know that these terrible things happen and they don't take us serious.
Yeah, they really don't take us seriously at this point. I mean, because, and the crazy thing is that video is several years old. That there was already issues with Vestiaire back then, before they started doing this practice of forcing you to sell the item on your profile. That back then, I don't think they were doing that. Back then, you had the option of, you know, like, okay, well, then just send it back to me. Then I'll just keep it broken or whatever, or you know, you could fight more with the money. What I was really shocked about was that you had to push it so far to write a letter with an attorney to threaten them legal action after everything else you've tried. And you guys check out Mary's video, because I mean, she really explains in detail. She tried with their chat. And of course, like all of these corporations, they have bots talking to you. It's either not a real person talking to you, or it's a person that they hire, like the cheapest labor they can get, which usually is in India somewhere, or Pakistan. That's what happens, by the way, a lot of the times with Google issues. Like, Every time I have an issue with these companies, it's almost impossible to reach someone who actually talks to you. It's always like you're talking with bots all the time. YouTube does it too, by the way. Whenever I have an issue with YouTube and you start the chat function, it's like, hi, how can I help you today? I'm like, are you a bot? Yes, it ends up being a bot. So Vestiaire, if you're dealing with people and money that keeps flowing, and especially luxury, because we all know Chanel is not cheap, okay, especially when it comes to bags. Imagine a person who's letting go or wants of good money and decides to purchase a pre-loved Chanel bag, let's say a timeless classic double flap, and is ready to shell out 7,000 euro or $7,000 for it, which is still underneath retail, because retail now for the small is around 10K. And then you get the bag, you realize, oh, this isn't authentic. And you send it back to Vestiaire and they say, well, we think it is authentic, so now we're going to sell it on your own profile. I mean, it's insane. This should not be allowed. Now, Mary does say in her video that she believes that this is a scam and that this should not be legal. And I completely agree. Mary, can you tell me something? When your video got some good traction and you got some good views rolling, and by the way, you guys, so Mary wrote me after she posted the video, and we had a slight conversation. We were like talking about this. We were kind of, you know, doing a little ping pong session of like, okay, I was asking her questions, she was asking me questions. We were trying to figure out the situation because guess what happened? Vestiaire Collective wrote her. Now, here's the plot twist. Mary, what happened? They wrote you? Where did they write you?
First, they wrote me a very kind comment under the video, and they apologized and said they are really sorry and they want to make up for it, and that they will contact me and would like to set up a call with me. And then I checked my emails, and they actually contacted me on my private email address that is connected to the Vestiaire Collective account. So not my YouTube email address that I have set up to be contacted in some cases, but they made the connection from my YouTube hobby to my private profile. So they have my email address, they have my address, because I did business with them. I sold some items, I bought some items, and well, today they even sent me an email with my phone number saying if they can call me there. So they even have my phone number, because if you get a package from them, you have to give them the number to be safe for the shipping insurance and stuff. So they have everything from me. And I'm not even sure if I would not want to take the call if I would have the option to say no. Or if they would just call.
Yeah, this is really scary. Katie says in the chats, the forcing of selling items is terrible. Cecilia Brown says, I've never shopped at Vestiaire Collective as I've heard lots of bad reviews about them. Linda says, thank you, Mary, for sharing your story. It will and may help others. Heaven says in the chats, it's totally unethical what they asked Mary to do. Finley says, yeah, that forced you have to sell crap is wacko. Oh, the fact that they're forcing you to sell crap is wacko. Heaven says, I've gone there only for some dresses, not bags or anything else, but no more. Oh, Mark says, I've subscribed to Lumi. Oh, that's a thank you, Marcus, for subscribing to Mary. So Gemma is asking you, can you record the call? Now, I don't know in your country if it's legal or not.
I think it's illegal to record it without them knowing. If they would give their permission, I probably could, but I don't think they would. Mm-hmm. I might try to ask, because obviously I would love to share whatever comes out of that call. If it is actually the way they say it is, that they just want to talk and get my feedback and actually want to get better, then I think I could talk about it in a video. But my biggest worry is that they will just try to make me take down the video, because it is performing really well for my standards. For the small size of my channel, that video really blew up, and it's just getting more and more clicks with every day. And I'm just worried that they will try to silence me in some way or another. So I'm very thankful that I am here and can talk to all of you, Dacob's community. So that we can spread some more awareness before my video possibly might vanish.
Well, first of all, I want to say congratulations, baby. You struck gold with the algorithm.
I did.
That is fabulous. That is something to be proud of. So first and foremost, I'm very proud of you, and I'm very happy that you made a video that is resonating. People are watching it, and you're spreading good awareness so that other consumers can also make a more educated decision about whether or not they wish to use Vestiaire Collective or not. On another note, you are allowed to transcribe the call, my dear. So you can record it. You might not be allowed to use the recording, but guess what? You can reenact it in your own words. In your own words. So if you do have the call recorded, you cannot use it legally if you don't ask their permission, but you can transcribe it for yourself, and then you can, in your own words, you cannot read it out, you can't do one-to-one, but you can, in your own words, share what the call was about. Like from a memory, you could say. You know what I mean? So that's something that you can do without getting in trouble. Also, what I want to say is I don't think that Vestiaire Collective wants to get in trouble right now. I don't think that they would want to bully a consumer that is also a content creator into taking down a video that is negative about them. If they try to silence you because you are sharing your personal experience with them, and if they try to silence you for that, boy, then they're in big trouble, because that's just the worst thing a corporation can do, is bully their clients. Like I was telling you in our private conversation yesterday, here's the difference. You see, Vestiaire Collective needs our money to survive, but we most certainly don't need their products to survive. So we have the upper hand here. We are the consumer, and we should never be afraid to speak up about issues that we're having with a company. We should never feel afraid as if like, okay, well, if I say that I have an issue, then I'm going to be bullied into silence. This is something I talk about often on my channel. You remember with the Chanel instance, when I had the peeling leather of the 22 bag, so many people, you remember? So many people were like, that also love Chanel, they were attacking me for this. They're like, well, when I have an issue with my leather, I never complain, because if I complain, then Chanel is not going to invite me to their events anymore. And then they're not going to offer me the unicorn bags anymore. And I'm like, really? You're going to let them bully you into silence? No, that's not me. And that's also not Mary. And this is why I'm so actually happy that you reached out to me, because Mary reached out to me yesterday and says, hey, Dacob, I just want to let you know what's going on. In case they do silence me, can you please continue the conversation, So, and here we are. We are continuing the conversation even before there's any silencing happening. This is Danny O, just commented, thank you for having Mary in your bunker, Dacob. Danny O is also a wonderful YouTuber, by the way, guys. Go check out her channel as well. Audrey says, Mary is fabulous. They're loving you. They are loving you. Cecilia says, it's ridiculous that they forced Mary to sell the faulty product. As far as I know, by law, if the product arrives faulty, the buyer should be refunded without any problems. But Cecilia, the problem is that when Mary sent back the brooch, Vestiaire Collective told her, well, you sent us back a perfectly fine brooch. It's not faulty. Then Mary said, I have video proof of me unboxing it. It's faulty. It's broken. Vestiaire then said, okay, well, you get like one appeal, and we're going to check it again. And after we check it again, you can't appeal again. And they checked it again, allegedly. And then it came back again. The response came back again. No, the brooch is fine. So we're going to now sell it on your account. I mean, this is the insane part, you guys. Mary has proof, receipts of the brooch arriving to her damaged, in pieces.
That's why I would always recommend everyone to film. When you buy something pre-loved, film the unboxing, even if you're not doing YouTube, just to be safe for yourself, to have some kind of evidence if there is a stone in your package or whatnot. It's always better to be safe than sorry.
Mary, I've come to the point, and I kid you not, even when I order food, like Uber Eats or whatever, McDonald's, junk food, I film opening the bag, because you know how many times they messed with me because there's a burger missing, fries are missing, and then you contact them and then they say, yeah, you don't have proof, so it's your word against.
And then Dacob is like, oh, I do. Here's my video.
Yeah, I do. I'm like, baby, I filmed this unboxing. No, but Mary's completely right. Guys, whatever you receive that you've ordered online, it doesn't matter if it's pre-loved, even if it's brand new from a boutique, film the unboxing. I've seen some terror stories on TikTok. Did you see those, Mary? So there was like, where were they ordering from? Nordstrom or Saks? I can't remember. Somebody ordered like from a literal shop, a perfume, and they received like a brick inside a box.
No.
And then another lady from the same shop ordered a Dolce & Gabbana ashtray. And instead they sent her, what did they send her instead of the ashtray? They sent her, a tuna can.
No, I didn't see that. But yeah, sure, it's crazy because there are people, and wherever there are people, there might be bad people as well that take the real products and send out some kind of crap and make a profit out of it themselves.
Yeah, no, for sure. But then also I think the people working in these shipping departments, they're in on it. So yeah. Obviously, if you order a perfume from a department store and you receive a sealed in-box brick instead of a bottle of perfume, then you know it's an insider job. And I don't know how it is with Vestiaire Collective, because I'm really curious to see what this phone call is going to be about. But what I find very sketchy is that they made the connection from your YouTube account, which is connected to a YouTube email address, that they made the connection to find your real email address.
They must have done it by the brooch.
By the product.
Because I had the screenshots of the article in my video, and I guess I also said that it has been back in October, so it probably was quite easy for them to find the product. Oh, and there's another interesting detail about the product, because I did mention in my video that I was looking out for the brooch and I never saw it on the platform myself. And today someone commented that they can find the brooch. It's sold again. And he even sent me what he typed into the search, and I typed the same thing and I couldn't see the brooch. I couldn't find it. So they must have blocked me for that article. I cannot find it, but others seem to be able to find that brooch. I think he wrote Chanel bird cage pin or something, and I get no results at all when I try that.
Wow. I mean, it's totally possible, you know. I mean, if they have their own programmers working there, they can definitely block off certain words for you. But like birdcage connected to Chanel, finding it. I mean, if that's true, that's some like other level conspiracy shit going down. Like, that's insane. That's insane.
Obviously, just alleged as well. I don't know if the person that wrote that comment is telling me the truth, but obviously when all of that happened, I was looking out for that brooch myself as well every once in a while, because I wanted to see if they relisted, if they will mention that it was broken and got fixed, how they will list it, if they will lower the price. And I have never been able to find that item ever again. And someone else wrote me on YouTube weeks ago that they have seen the brooch. And
maybe you can make another account.
I will never ever make another account.
No, like a fake account, just to see if with that account you're not blocked, so you can see the brooch.
Yeah, or maybe I have to try with a friend of mine.
Or a friend who has a Vestiaire account. Yeah.
That's an idea.
That's an idea, just to like, you know, have that extra reassurance that the brooch is visible to someone but not to you. Angie Subio Olivo in the live chats is saying, filming the unboxing of a pre-loved item is the key. I got a bag from a well-known store in Canada. Thankfully, I filmed it, and it has a hole. When I opened my claim, they stated that the bag was perfect. And I said, no, I have proof. And just because of the proof that I have, I was able to get a refund. It was the first time that I get a pre-loved bag. Never again. That's an interesting case. You know, also, you guys, just to be very clear, so now that they found the connection through the article number that Mary posted in a photo in her video, Vestiaire Collective could track back or trace back to her name, address, you know, customer number. They found her telephone number, and they're asking her in an email, now, can we call you on Monday to talk about this? Just so that you guys know, well, first of all, I'm no lawyer. I cannot give you any legal advice. I'm just giving you my opinion for whatever it's worth and what I would personally do. You don't have to talk to them. Just to be very clear, you guys, you are not their employee. You're not working for them. You don't have to allow anybody to call you if you don't want. So, but I do believe that, Mary, since you are a content creator, and this is really interesting information for all of us consumers. And I think it would be also really beneficial for your channel to continue this conversation because it does get traction, and that is also really good. You know, organic views are the best that you can wish for as a content creator. And God knows we work our butts off, you guys. Some of our content viewers, you think it's super easy, but it's a lot of work. And
it's so much work. I've been doing it for nearly 3 years now, and this is the first time that it's going a little bit crazy with the views. Yeah. So it's really exciting times right now for me.
It's super exciting times for you, and don't lose focus. And this is what I'm telling you, you know, like I told you in our chat, let them call you, hear what they gotta say. What do they want? Because already in the comment, because you guys, Vestiaire Collective left a public comment underneath Mary's video. So you all can go and read what Vestiaire wrote. And what Vestiaire wrote publicly is that, oh, we're so happy that you got your money back. Like, they're trying to already like deflect blame. They're like, look, we did good. You got your money back. And so what do they want? They already gave you your money. Like, why do they want to call you? What more can they do? So here's the suspicion now that Mary is having, and I would also be suspicious, is like, because Mary was saying also like, hey, they're going public, right? They're going on the stock market. They have a fundraiser to raise like $1 million. You said that they already raised more than the $1 million that they wanted. They raised over $2 million by now?
Over 2.5 the last time I checked. Because I was laughing so hard when I saw it, because I think I started shopping on Vestiaire in 2017, and back in the days I really loved it. They used to be my favorite pre-loved platform for such a long time, and I made some great experiences. I found some great gems, designer deals, but I had several bad experiences over the years as well. And they treated me very bad several times. I do have more stories than that brooch. And under other circumstances, I would have been the first to invest because I'm a lot into investing in stocks and stuff. So this would have been the perfect fit, pre-loved luxury and investing. But knowing what I know now, I couldn't trust them with my money ever again. And so it felt so absurd to me that they are now trying to raise money when they have to know what they are doing and that they are forcing people to relist items. How can they think it's a good idea to go to the stock market now with their concept if they have to do that to earn enough? It's absurd.
I mean, we have heard stories of stores in Australia getting YouTubers to take down videos. And they did. So be careful. Also, don't let them sponsor you like some other YouTuber would do. Now, of course, the shade is for free. Enjoy it.
I'm really curious if they would want to take me down, what they think my price tag would be. Out of curiosity, I would want to know it, but it's priceless. I could never look in the mirror again if I would accept money from them to take it down.
That's the thing. Like, it's a moral debate. It all depends what sort of agreement you want to reach with them. Like, let's say they say, what would it cost to take down the video? They would probably include, this is what I'm just speculating here, they would probably include like a non-disclosure agreement. Like, you would not be allowed to talk about this instance ever again, probably. Like, they would pay you for silence. Now, the question is, how clever is that contract going to be stipulated? Because like you just said to me, you've had other bad experiences with them. How much would that contract bind you to never talk about them in general ever again, or just about this one instance? Because if it were just about this one instance, okay, you can make a video about the other instance that you had with them that was also a negative experience. So in a way, it's all about negotiating, and the morals are very clear. I completely agree with you. This is priceless, because obviously you want to help other fellow consumers as well, raise awareness about the situation. You don't want other people to have to go through all the heartache and, quite frankly, the stress levels that you had to go through with this birdcage brooch, because it's been going on for months. You said since October.
Yeah. And mind you, I've been lucky because it's just been around 500 euro. Of course, that's a lot of money for a piece of costume jewelry. But imagine it would have been a bag for several thousands. How terrible that would have felt.
No, that would have been terrible. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. Just insane. Heaven says in the live chats, I'm sitting here trying to find it, but I cannot find the brooch on Vestiaire. Oh, no, now Heaven says, oh, I think I found it. Yeah, Gemma says, I found it too. There you go. They can see it. They can see the brooch on Vestiaire Collective right now.
I have to check that out and see if I'm using the same words, if I can find it after this.
But Heaven says, but it was under the Vest name.
Ah, yeah, because they obviously had to take it down from my profile.
Yep.
So they were forced to sell it under their own name now.
There you go.
Another opportunity. But I already mentioned that I made bad experiences with them in the past. I don't remember exactly how long it has been ago, but I bought a Charlotte Olympia hardcover clutch made out of hard plastic that had the shape of a stamp. Mm-hmm. And it was listed as very good condition as well. But when it arrived, the entire backside had deep scratches, really deep into the hardcover plastic thingy. And it was not mentioned in the description, and it was not visible on the pictures. Mm-hmm. Yet still, they sent that back to me and said everything is fine. It was the same story. I reached out to the customer service chat. They allowed me to send it in for a second check, and the second check still said everything is fine with that bag. But in the meantime, I contacted Vestiaire on Instagram as well, and I posted it publicly on my story. Mm-hmm. And the chat agreed that this is not acceptable, that the clutch is not in very good condition, that this should not have happened. Yet still, they did not take it back, and they did not refund my money. I had to get my credit card company involved to get my money back. So in the end, they sent the clutch back to me. Because they had it listed on my profile as well, but I wrote them, I don't want it on my profile. I don't want to sell it on because it is not the condition that is listed. And if someone else would buy it, the person would be disappointed as well. So they said, okay, the only thing we can do is send it back to you and you keep it. And I said, okay, all right, send it back to me, and then reached out to my credit card company to get it solved, because I had the screenshots from the chat on Instagram that they already themselves said that it is not very good condition and that this was not mentioned in the description. So that's why I got my money back, but not from Vestiaire in that case.
Boy, oh boy.
And I'm so stupid and kept going back to them because, I don't know, it's such a toxic relationship. The deals kept calling my name and I couldn't stop it. But now, this time, it's too much. There is no going back.
But you know, Mary, Mary, that's the thing. We love our luxury products. We love the heritage. We love the stories connected to them. They make our heart flutter. And we are, in a way, all of us in this luxury community, we are addicted to these things, you know. It is like an addiction. It makes us happy. I mean, I'm the first one to admit it. I'm not in denial about it. So I understand the itch, you know, when that itch comes and you're like, oh my God, this is so good. It's risky, but I'm going to take that risk, you know, and then you get burned. Like, I get it. Yeah. I totally get it.
Over again. And then you make one good experience and you think, oh, well, it's not that bad. Yeah. I can do it again. The last time it worked out so well. Yeah. It's worth the risk. But no, it's not worth the risk. It's not worth it.
Pardon me. Sorry. I'm still recovering from the flu, you guys. So I'm coughing from time to time. The thing is this. I have set my own like kind of monetary limit on what's worth the risk. So for me, when it comes to pre-loved, it's very low, but for me it's $100. Like everything over $100, I'm not ready to forget. You know, everything under 100, it's still a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, you guys. I'm not saying $100 is little. It's not little by any means. It's a lot of money. But if I really love a piece, what am I ready to poker for? You know, my poker stress level is $100. Like for $100, I can go into, and then if they don't send it, or if it comes damaged, or if it's stolen, or part of it is missing, then I go into the battle to get my money back. But I'm not stressing so much about it as if I would be stressing for a $4,000 bag, trying to get that money back. So I think all of us have to also kind of find what is our limit, that what are we ready to spend to poker? And once you know that and you follow your own rule, I think you're going to have more peace of mind. But of course, sometimes the piece is like looks amazing on photo and you're like, okay, let me go over my limit. And then you get burned. I know, it happens to everyone. But the Nectarines man says in the chats, I found the brooch. It says it was sold for 390 pounds, British pounds.
So they lowered the price, because I don't remember exactly. I think I bought it for around 470 back in October of 2023.
Euro or dollars?
Euro.
So pounds, 390, could be more or less the same. With the exchange rate, no? Maybe they went down a little bit. But 390 pounds is like what? 450 euro, maybe?
Maybe you're right.
You know, like with the exchange rate, plus like Vestiaire does their own exchange rate, so who knows? You know, just like PayPal does its own exchange rates. Gemma says, I think Mary has been blocked from this...
I think so as well, because I really watched out for that brooch and I never was able to find it.
Very
I have
interesting.
to try after the live if I see exactly the terms they described it, if I can find it. But I tried different words. I even just typed in Chanel and cage and brooch. And if there was nothing, I think it's obvious.
Well, what if you put this on your list of things to talk to them about on Monday?
I definitely will.
You know what I mean? When they call you, you could be like, hey, my friends who also have Vestiaire have told me that they see this brooch relisted, but I cannot see it. Have you guys blocked me?
And why? Because that's another obvious sign that they know they are doing something bad and that it was not a mistake and on accident, but systematically happening.
Right? This is so interesting. They're probably gonna know where you're hinting at, and they're probably gonna, I'm thinking, they're probably gonna, you know, say, no, of course not. Of course we didn't block you. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? I mean, it would be evidence that they're guilty if they blocked you from seeing the brooch being sold on their own, where they are their own seller. You know what I mean? Oh, wait, Cinnamon Roll says in the chats, Vestiaire Collective does select the things that you can see. I know because using my accounts and my mom's, the things that appear are different.
Wow.
Huh. Isn't that something?
It's weird. Why should they do that?
I mean, I know that... What?
Can someone send me the link, not just a screenshot? Because if I would have the direct link, I should be able to open the site.
Oh, okay. Where do you want them? Where do you want them to send you the link?
Instagram would be the best. Hold on. Can I check my Instagram messages while I am in this call with you, Dacob?
Yes, you have to lower the. Just don't just don't put the X. Just like don't hang up. But yeah, are you there? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm there. Okay.
So can somebody please send Mary on her Instagram account the link to the actual item so that Mary can click on the link and see if she can see it. But when you click on the link, you don't have to be logged into Vestiaire to see it. So try also clicking on the link after you log in, and try clicking on it when you're not logged in.
Yeah, I still have the app on my phone.
Gemma says, I can send it to you. Gemma, can you please send the link to the article to Mary? You can find her. It's Lumi Level Up on Instagram.
Yeah, Gemma already sent me the screenshots, and I'm 100% certain this is my brooch, because it is broken in the place where the one I got was broken. So, oh, what a surprise. The brooch actually is broken and was like that when it arrived for the second check.
Oh my God. So we have proof now?
I think so.
But does the link work? Can you find the brooch if you click on the link?
I don't have the link yet. Oh, there is the link. I hope that my Instagram won't close.
Oh, Heaven just sent it. Heaven just sent it to you on also the link.
I can open it on Instagram with the link, and I can see it.
And now copy the link and then put it into your, browser after you log into Vestiaire to see that if you're logged in with your own account in Vestiaire, would that link still work? Or would it appear as, like, we gotta see. If Mary needs to log into her account, and when she's logged in, can she see the brooch? Now that's the question, because if she cannot see the brooch after she logs into her Vestiaire account, then we got some really juicy evidence here. Okay, Mary's typing now. She's getting ready to check. This is really exciting, and it's happening live. Oh, let me take a sippy. This is. I'm starting to sweat. This is like a thriller. Heaven is asking you if you have any items listed on your account at the moment.
I do, and I'm still not sure if I should take them down, because actually as a seller, I never made any bad experiences. But obviously, I should not support that business in any shape, kind, or form. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I'm not sure if I have a typo or something, but what I'm seeing now is a Bottega Veneta bag, not the brooch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'm not sure. I'm not able to get the link from my phone to my laptop, so maybe I misspelled something. Hold on, I'll have to try it again.
Hey, but maybe they blocked you from that and they redirect you automatically.
Oh, okay, now I was able to copy the link and I can see the brooch and I am logged in, but I'm still not sure if this does say anything, because maybe if you have the direct link, you can get to that point, but I would never be able to find the brooch with the search. So
now use the search option. Now you see through the link the exact description of the brooch. Yeah. So now go out of that link, go into your profile and type that exact description into the search engine without the link and see if the brooch appears. Let's see if that works.
Oh my God, the description gets me crazy. It even says that the cage does not fit to the brooch anymore. So they even write it is not repairable.
So they admit that it's broken.
They definitely do now.
You guys, wow. I have no words.
I can find it through search now. The problem seems to have been that they use very strange German, and I searched in English for it and with other German words.
Okay, so now at least we know you're not blocked.
Yeah, I'm not blocked for the item.
Okay, good. Okay.
So that was a wrong direction I was going, but you never know.
You never know. Hey, I mean, but this is you guys. This is the thing. You might think like, oh, Mary's being paranoid, but you guys, she's been fighting with this situation since October. Of course, you become paranoid. You start thinking the craziest things because they keep like. Could you imagine? You order a brooch for $500. It arrives to you. You film the unboxing. It's broken. You tell the company you bought it from, hey, it's broken, and the company's acting like you're crazy. And the company's like, no, it's not broken. What are you talking about? You're like, here's the proof. They're like, what proof? It's not broken. Of course you would become paranoid. I would become paranoid if somebody's like telling me, like I literally have proof that it's broken and you're telling me it's not broken. Of course you would become paranoid after some time. It's the least you would become after months and months of struggling to get your money back for something that you didn't do wrong. Mary did nothing wrong.
It looks worse now on their picture. It looks like it now actually broke at a spot where you cannot just put it back together.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's even worse than it has been when I got it.
And they're selling
Maybe
it?
They tried to fix it and they made it worse, and now they have to admit that it's broken.
And they're selling it for how much broken?
It's sold for 416 euro. So now we have the conversion. It's actually about 50 euro less than I paid for it.
So they sold it as broken?
Yes, and good condition.
How is it good condition when it's broken?
That's a good question.
So wait, so how many times did it go through quality control and they still deemed it unbroken? 2 or 3 times?
At least twice. Well, I don't know if when it arrived from the initial seller, if it already was broken, or maybe it happened during the shipping from Vestiaire to me. But the thing that was kind of suspicious already when I unboxed the item, it was in a little plastic Ziploc bag. And I was wondering, why should they send jewelry in a plastic Ziploc bag, as if they would want to make sure that no pieces get lost? As if they knew it was broken when they send it out.
I know what you mean. Little tiny, so the little tiny rings, the little tiny links don't disappear in the box. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Would you package jewelry like that? Because I definitely wouldn't.
Well, I've worked in several stores in my life. I was also in sales for luxury. And I can tell you this, costume jewelry does come in plastic bags. It's not luxurious at all.
Well, I had a bad feeling, but I was already going crazy, so I don't know if
it does. I have
already arrived broken to them, or if it happened during shipping. I probably will never know.
Yeah, but usually stuff comes in plastic bags, brooches. There's like little tiny Ziploc bags. Like every piece has a Ziploc bag that it fits into. Usually. That's how it comes. Yeah, usually. Yeah. That's kind of like the standard.
If anyone in the chat has ever bought costume jewelry from Vestiaire, if they did get it in Ziploc bags as well, that would be interesting.
Oh, Cecilia says you should take screenshots of the listing now as proof.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Yeah, Natasha also says, screenshot it, Mary. Finley's like, it's in good condition, except it's broken.
But at least it's listed. I have seen worse on that platform.
Wow.
Where they do not even tell you in the description, but you have to study all of the pictures to get that there is something wrong with the item.
Rumzia says in the chats, I've seen so many Chanel items, even Hermes listed as good or very good on resale sites, and they're all beat up, broken, or torn, scuffed, etc. Ridiculous. Wow, yeah, the chats. I mean, Cinnamon Roll says, the listing is not really important. As soon as the pictures show the defect, it's something I noticed as well.
But interesting thing here, their terms and conditions says that if an item has a flaw, it has to be visible on the picture and mentioned in the description. Because I remember that because I screenshotted it and marked the end part when I had the problem with that hardcover clutch that was scratched. And the customer chat on Instagram then agreed with me that it has to be both. But they don't play by their own rules. On
Instagram? Or you mean on Vestiaire?
The Instagram, Vestiaire Instagram.
Vestiaire Instagram.
The hardcover clutch that I got scratched.
So what do you think now? Because I think now the last thing that we have to that we're still pending on clearing up. So first of all, you got your money back. That's great. You've learned your lesson. You're gonna let it be with Vestiaire.
Hopefully, seriously, I would be so incredibly stupid if I still would shop there. But I have been at that point several times in the past and always went back. But now it's so public, more than 12,000 people saw the video. I can't go back. I can't go back. You all have to call me crazy if I ever do another Vestiaire unboxing.
Well, that's content as well. If 1 year later, you're like, oh my God, I've done it again. And then you shop at Vestiaire, you're going to get a ton of views. You're going to get hateful comments. But hey, It's engagement, which is great. But no, but on a serious note though, you got the money back. The video is doing great on your channel. Now you reached out to me. We did a video together here to expand even more the conversation, just in case Vestiaire were to try to take your video down. Now we have a foot also on my channel with this story, so it's going to be harder for them to take down everybody's video. But what is your plan for Monday?
I have no idea.
When they call you,
make a plan on the weekend. I think I just want to ask questions, and I want to see. I don't know. I don't even know what to expect. Well, I was joking with my husband that the best case would be that I get a job out of it, because I am an IT project manager, and I would love to help them with their stupid platform to get it back on track and actually do something against all of the issues they do have and make Vestiaire a better place again.
Oh, that is beautiful. Actually, that's amazing. I think that is really, really good that you see the positive inside of all of this negativity, that you tell them, hey guys, I can actually be of help to you. Like, obviously you need help. Obviously your systems are not working. I could actually help you. Like, pay me.
That would be amazing, but I don't think it will happen. I still don't think they take me seriously. They just do it because they feel like they have to do something now that it's so public. And 12,000 views in the little luxury community we are, it's already getting traction. And I think I tried to search Vestiaire Collective on YouTube, and my video was the second ranked. So they have to do something to get this off the main focus. So I think that's the only reason why they even want to talk to me.
You know, maybe you should make a follow-up. Well, you definitely have to make a follow-up video after the phone call. But also, maybe you need to make a third video where you tell Vestiaire, hey, this and this and this, in my opinion, is going wrong. From my personal experience with you, this and this is bad. I'm an IT person. I can actually help you. I have ideas and I could fix this for you. So contact me. You could
that would be wonderful, because I loved that platform. I loved them so dearly, but they disappointed me over and over again.
Yeah, it's like me with Chanel. I also keep telling them, hire me. I will fix it. And instead they're like, ew, no, you're too gross. What? Sorry.
It's a kind of similar story. Yeah, you're right.
No, it really is. It really is. It's that toxic relationship that we keep going back to. And,
because we can't let go of the good memories we have and the good times we used to have.
Man, and boy, were they good times. And I have the feeling like the more time passes, everything just gets more...
worse. It gets worse and worse.
You know, like back in the day, well, I mean, still today, well, I don't know how many people still use like photocopy machines, but like I loved back in my art... school days, I would love to make a photocopy. It's like a scanner with a photocopy machine. So I would like scan something, then I would take the print out, and then I would photocopy it. Then I would take that print out, photocopy it, and with every photocopy, it gets more and more degraded. It loses information, in other words. So by the time you've done the 50th copy of it, it's kind of like a pixelated, fluffy, fuzzy blur. And I have the feeling our lives are like that. Like consumer society is becoming, like with every new generation, it's like we're like with every new collection, with every new fashion show, with every new production cycle, I feel like it's fading. It's less on point. It's less precise. There's more you know what I mean?
I started my channel with the intention to stop luxury shopping because I didn't like the way the whole industry was going. And my intro is always that I'm on an average income trying to be more mindful with my money. But I kind of lost track of doing that because it's always the unboxings that perform best. And that's what the people want to see. And then you kind of lose yourself in that little YouTube world. And of course, I enjoy shopping. It's so hard to stop it.
But there you go, Mary. But now you got to change your mindset. Let me tell you something, girl. The era, this is very Lord of the Rings. The time of the elves has passed. The time of the unboxings has passed. And not for nothing, guess what video is doing so great on your channel? It's not an unboxing video. It's a video where you are critically analyzing consumer society and luxury brands or pre-loved luxury market. True. That's getting views. When you make that, and my channel is also shifting more in that direction. The unboxings, if they get the views they get, but it's not a thing anymore. I think unboxings in luxury, on the luxury community, they were something new when YouTube luxury was new. When it all began, then it was a novelty. It was something that was refreshing. We didn't see it before. But now it's becoming really kind of boring. I mean, how many times can you watch Mel in Melbourne unbox a Birkin? I mean, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. I've never been the biggest fan of unboxings. I personally do not even watch a lot of them because it doesn't give me anything. I myself cannot keep up to that level of spending that it would be in any shape, kind of form sustainable for me. I only do have an average income and I really have to consider what I want to purchase. So I could not even be that kind of unboxing channel doing that all the time.
And you don't need to. And you don't need to. Like so when you reached out to me yesterday about what happened, and I immediately then I checked out your video and I was like, oh, wow, Mary did a great job. Her analytical skills are really good. She translates the analytical skills very well in video form because that's also not given. You know, it's the stuff we think in our heads doesn't always translate very well on video. You did it so nicely, concise, precise. You delivered the message. It was clear. And it has educational value because it's like a tutorial. It's like you're telling people I did this, this, and this. This and this and this was wrong. I'm trying to fix it in this and this way. And I'm raising awareness so that you don't have to go through the trials and tribulations that I had to go through. This is the type of content that I think, at the moment at least, is getting more views than unboxings. So maybe think about that, for your future content as well.
Adding value.
Because so you don't need to spend all that money on buying and constantly unboxing, but you're delivering, you're analyzing stuff. And you're telling people, hey, yeah, it's nice to consume, but hey, let's stop for a second here and reevaluate the situation. What is actually going on here? This is what I've been doing on my channel lately, and it's working really well because I'm noticing that the consumers are ready. They've opened their eyes. We are no longer completely blind and just like, oh, buy, consume. We still love beautiful objects. We still love the beautiful thing. But I have the feeling, and thankfully, we are waking up and we are more like, okay.
They pushed it too far. The prices where they are at now, it's insane. Who can keep up with that? I remember I bought my first Louis Vuitton bag. Of course, it was a Speedy back in 2011 for 520 euro, new at the boutique. That's incredible how the prices went since then. And yeah, the good old times.
The good old times. And I remember watching your video with the Louis Vuitton wallet with the zipper being stitched off. Yeah, I remember that.
Louis Vuitton is a whole nother story because I discovered so many quality issues with them.
Oh, yes.
Nearly all of the items I bought, not pre-loved, brand new from them, nearly all of them had some kind of quality issue.
Yep. Do you know what they just said? They issued a statement a couple of weeks ago, now that their quarter earnings were not the best. Well, they're still in the billions, but they're not like as expected. So now they said this. I'm paraphrasing here, allegedly everything. So now that we are focusing for 2024, we're gonna stop with the price increases for a minute, and we're gonna focus more on quality control.
Oh, finally.
And I thought to myself, why would you say something so stupid? You're saying this, and it sounds as if the two things are mutually exclusive. They don't have to be exclusive. Why are you making it sound like while you were pushing the price increases, you didn't have any quality control? Because that's literally what you're making it sound like in your statement. Why couldn't you have had quality control all this time? Why are you only now deciding to focus more on quality control? I found that statement to be really cringe.
I didn't see it, but I I want to look into it because it sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Louis Vuitton, another company that broke my heart. My first luxury love. It's all just going downhills.
We got to hold on to the little beautiful stuff that we have left, I feel, and just enjoy,
what we already have.
Yes, enjoy what you have. Rediscover the pieces that you own. Make them give you joy, enjoy them thoroughly. Use them every day. Love them. It's such an amazing feeling to actually own these beautiful pieces and to use them, and not just to have them in the closet for a photo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I was at this Chanel event the other day, and I was talking to my sales associate. I took my Timeless Classic double flap small from 2015, and I took it with me, and I was walking through the boutique, and my sales associate looked at it and said, and actually she sold it to me back in 2015. So we still remember, okay, it's now almost 10 years ago. And she's like, wow, is this bag beautiful? And she told me, she's like, you're so lucky for having it, because like now they don't look like that anymore. She said it to me. She's like, and I'm like, isn't that funny? They don't look like this anymore, but they cost like 5 times more. She's like, yeah.
Yeah, prices up, quality down. It's what we're dealing with these days.
And I just want to say thank you for raising awareness about this, and thank you for calling in. And I do believe, listen, I'm a hopeless optimist. I do believe that we can all live in peace, and that we can, the brands and the consumers, we can coexist, and we can benefit from each other. But I do believe that it's the corporations that mess up stuff. When the corporate tells you, when you're working for corporate, they're like, oh, we really value your opinion. But then as an employee, when you give your opinion, they don't want to hear it. The second you give your opinion, oh, he's complicated. Oh, look,
yeah.
he's...
I'm always that person. I'm speaking up and then I'm in trouble at work.
There you go. And this is the thing. And I say, like, be honest. Like, corporations have to also, damn it, bite the bullet and be like, okay, let me accept the criticism, constructive criticism, and let me not shut down my employees and label them as difficult the second that they are actually trying to give constructive criticism. And we then are indoctrinated to be afraid of sharing our opinions. So then that seeps into our private life. So you are a YouTuber as well. And now that you're sharing your opinion on your personal experience with Vestiaire Collective, now you're scared that they're going to want to shut you up. But you're only scared because you're used to that sort of toxic environment from work. And that seeps into then our other life. And this is where we got to cut that line and be like, no, hold on a minute. There's only hope, and we only stand a chance at getting stuff better again. It's if we speak up, if we join forces, and if we stand up and say, hold on a minute. You're pushing.
I hope you're right, because I really don't want to get into a legal fight with $1 million corporation. I was taking a little walk today with my mom, and she was like, oh, darling, just delete the video. Don't get in trouble. Don't do that. And I was like, no, Mom, I don't want to delete it. I want people to know. But obviously, I have to see now what consequences I would have to face. I think I should be safe because I'm just telling the truth. My experiences, my own opinion. I'm not making anything up. And I do have evidence for everything that I did.
Yeah.
I do have the screen recording from the chat with that girl who told me about her inauthentic bag. So I can back it all up, but I'm not sure if I have the nerves to go to a legal process and to go to court and all that stuff. That's the way.
But why do you think you're going to go to court? I mean, like you said, you shared your opinion, you shared your experience on your video. And by the way, in your video, you're not being malicious at all. My impression of what you're heartbroken. You say in your video, like, you loved them, you loved to work with them, and you're just really sad that it's not working anymore. It's not like you're just spewing hate towards them in your video. You're very sober and to the point, and you're saying like, for this and this reason, this is not working, and I'm really sad. I wish it were working, but it's not for me. So just from that aspect alone, in my opinion, at least, they can't come for you and say you're just maliciously trying to discredit their company. You're not. Your video is really of a consumer that has been heartbroken. So, you know what I mean? From that point alone, it would be really bad for them if they tried to do anything with you. And don't forget, now you got me in your corner as well.
I'm so happy to have you at my back, because I know even if I would have to take the video down, the conversation wouldn't stop, because it's already out there now. And your community knows about it. And I know that you never shut up. If you want to talk about something, you just do it, and you don't let yourself be bullied by these companies. So I know we are on the right track with it right now, and we'll just have to see what Monday brings, how that call will go.
The only tip I can give you is when they call you on Monday, like I told you already in our chat, listen to what they have to say. Do not accept anything in the phone call. Just listen. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. All right, I'll have to think about what you just said. I'll get back to you. Thank you. Goodbye. Do not give them any answers in the phone call. Do not let them pressure you into saying, yes, I'll do this, I'll do that. No, listen what they have to offer, listen what they have, what conditions they're trying to push on to you, and then always say, thank you very much for your time. Let me think about it. I'll get back to you. And then in peace, without pressure, you evaluate the situation with a clear mind, you know. And then keep us posted. You know, we're definitely here on your side, and we're waiting to hear more. And you know, let me know definitely on Monday when you've had your phone call how it went. And then my next live stream is then on Wednesday, in case we need to talk again, in case you wish to talk again. Maybe we can do an update as well. Whatever you do, definitely do an update on your channel, because that's great for your algorithm. And break a leg, as they say. It's an English way of saying.
Never heard that.
Yeah, we do. So in the show business, you never say good luck. That brings bad luck. You have to say break a leg. Break a leg.
Oh, we have something similar.
What do you say?
Neck and break a neck and a leg.
There you go. That's the same thing. Yeah.
That's the similar thing. Yeah. Hals- und Beinbruch.
There you go. Break a leg is in English, and that's kind of in show business. It's a good thing to say that, you know. So like break a leg for the next show, for the next episode.
Okay, I'm already 1 hour past my usual.
Go to sleep, sweetie. Thank you so much for calling in. I hope you had fun in the fashion bunker here in the live stream.
It was amazing. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for all the lovely comments. I was just able to read some of them, because the talking in English, it was a lot for my head to keep up with the comments and looking at them. But I had a wonderful time. I felt very welcomed, and I'm very happy to have you.
That is very important for me, that you feel welcome, and you're welcome back anytime. Also, don't forget, you can rewatch the live stream, and then all the chats will be available to you, so you can reread them later. Okay. And then, of course, this video that we just filmed together, Mary and I will be posting as its own standalone separate video on my YouTube channel as well. That's where you're going to find linked, well, first of all, you're going to find linked Mary's video, and you're also going to find linked her YouTube channel. So please go subscribe to her channel, send her some love, and also your Instagram account. I can add that as well in the description box. So where can we find you, Mary, on YouTube and Instagram? Tell us in your words, your channels.
I think it's Lumi_level up on Instagram, and just Lumi_level up on YouTube.
There you go, guys. Go subscribe to...
little comment. That's my name.
That's the name. Go subscribe to Mary. And Mary, thank you so much for tuning in. Let's talk soon as you have an update.
Thank you so much. And have a great life.
Thank you. Thank you, sweetie.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Pleasure.
Pleasure was all mine. So thank you guys for watching. Thumb up the video. Subscribe also to this channel while you're at it. And until next time, never forget to never give up on love. Bye. Mwah.
Bye.